Hey guys, so we got something fun going on today. It's been a while, so I figured that we'd get this guy out for a little bit of a rip, see what it does, see if it still runs. The last time it has ran was last April, maybe May, and I pretty much drove it, parked in my garage, and it has not started since. It is now March 10th. This is going to be the first time it's been started since then. So we're going to see if it'll start. Usually starts first pull, doesn't matter what happens to it, so we're going to find out. If it's not first, it'll at least be second. We've even got a little tag along guy here. So basically the only thing I did was make sure it has coolant in it. Make sure that it has gas in it. And basically the little oil bottle, there's a little drip bottle for the, I think it's the water pump or something like that. Yeah, so we're gonna start it up, see how it goes, kind of give it a once over, really quick once over because that's how I roll. And yeah, we're pretty much gonna take it for a ride. We got no snow, it's been warm, the conditions are really shitty out there. It's probably not gonna be that fun, but I don't know, hopefully, actually, you know what? No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna have an amazing day. So, yeah. Sled stand's a little rickety. Hopefully it doesn't fly through the garage door. Okay, let's see what happens. One for good luck. Alright, I'm going to shut that off before I even suffocate myself in here. But yeah, starts right up, first pull. That has been almost a year, maybe 11 months or something like that, without running or starting, and first pull. This thing's a trooper, I gotta say. It's got a couple cosmetic faults. It's got a little bit of an air hole, lightweight air hole there. There's a couple more on the other side underneath. Snow flap's gone because it helps with getting snow out of there. A few studs are missing, that one's snapped right off. What else? This is, you know, a little broken, but it still works. The spindles, these are off a newer RS, however, they kind of hit the A-arm here, so the turning isn't as good as it used to be, but it still works. That's a problem for another day though. That's kind of my own fault. I kind of looked over that. Anyway. So yeah, people always ask me how this thing is, and I say it's awesome. They say, hey, should I buy one? I say, yeah, of course. There's a couple small little problems with them. Obviously, you got to mix gas, which really isn't a big deal. Here's my little setup. Jerry can, some interceptor, and a measuring cup I stole from my mom's kitchen. Yeah, pretty much just put some oil in the gas and away you go. Can't pull up to a gas station unless you have oil, which I guess is kind of a pain, but it's really not that big a problem. I've had it for 9 years. Yeah, okay. Anyways, enough of me blabbering. Let's take this thing on the snow and see if it still runs. And if you're thinking to yourself, if you haven't started the sled for almost a year and you fire it up and just rev it right out, is that the best thing to do? Probably not, but that's how this thing runs. It loves it. There's nothing better. You ain't gonna kill it. You might kill one like it, but you're not gonna kill this one. Also, I don't know if you could tell here, but the gas cap isn't on, so I should probably put that on before I leave. Let's roll. Well, the old girl still got it. So as you could tell, the old girl's still running strong. A couple little funny bogs at the end there, but we're just gonna ignore that. So basically, a lot of people ask me if they should buy a race sled and if it's worth it. And my personal opinion, I gotta say yes. It's fun. They're relatively cheap. They might not be as cheap anymore now with the whole, I don't know, kind of pricing thing that people do. You never know. But this guy, it's worth it. I've had it for 9 years and I haven't put any money into it. It's been running strong the whole time. Now, obviously, that's not the case. Like I said, it's 9 years old, and I mean, in theory, it should have been rebuilt probably 9 times, but I don't know. It's never had an issue for me. It's just been going strong. I believe I've probably already covered all of this in other videos, but all I really did was I put longer rails on it, so now it's a 129. I did have to replace the steering post one time because I bent that. Bumper, I hit something, so obviously I replaced that. Nose cone too, I had a little bit of a crack in it. But other than that, it's basically all just, you know, just small cosmetic stuff that doesn't really cost too much. I did do the spindles. My other ones, the top ball joint holes were worn out. I guess they became loose at some point and kind of hung themselves out. So I put these guys on, and like I was saying, the turning, there was a little kind of stopper here that I had cut off, and now they bump in right, I mean, obviously you can see right where it's hitting, that's where they hit. So in theory, you could come in and either, I guess, grind a little bit out of this. I'm not sure how much you can grind out from back here, and you would be able to get your full steering back. But I just take big corners now, which is a little bit of a pain sometimes, but whatever. I deal with it. But other than that, this thing goes good. I haven't done the clutches. I've changed spark plugs once, and I've blown one belt in, what was it? I think it was 4,300 miles, I think it said. So that's, you know, 6,500, 7,000-ish kilometers, somewhere around there. And yeah, that's this thing in a nutshell. I gotta say, probably my favorite machine I've ever owned. This is fun because it has a lot of power, and it looks cool. I think it looks pretty cool. But this is fun for a whole other reason. This is just, I don't know, it's a hoot. Another thing I should cover is, well, just one thing I should put out there. These are very high handlebars, and I am 6'7", so that's my reason for why they're so high and why they look so, I don't know, I guess, well, actually they don't look that bad, but whatever. The other thing I was going to say, people always ask me how it wheelies so good and if I've done anything to the suspension. Again, I have not done anything to this thing. The limiter strap is still as it was. The suspension does need a complete overhaul. I do need to get the shocks rebuilt, and I should take the whole thing out and redo it. As you can see here, there was a bogey wheel there and it went missing over the last ride. That one's there. The track has been changed quite a few times. This one's getting to the end of its life. There's a couple studs that are bent, a couple that are missing. Doesn't have a snow flap. Old bumper, solid back rear bumper from a 440. What else did I do to this thing? I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is how it should be. See if I regret opening this or not. Yeah, I mean, it could be cleaner in there. We'll close that up. Look at that though, blue friggin', whatever you want to call it, pin. Close that up. Oh, this is a new side panel. That's why there's no stickers on it. The other one, I think it was kind of an issue where when you would tip them on its side, on the Rev XPs anyways, you tip them on its side and the snow would push on the side panel and it would ram it into the clutches, and then it would start digging holes kind of like this. And yeah, so I don't think my other one did have, it was broken. I don't think it was from that. I think I actually rolled it onto a highway, and when it came down obviously sideways on the pavement, it cracked the side panel. Pretty sure that's how that happened. Anyway, it's been used like a race sled, but it has not been taken care of like a race sled would be on a race team. It's been taken care of like some 13-year-old kid who doesn't want to do anything, and that's pretty much me. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys like it. We should be able to get a couple more rides out probably on this thing, because as you've seen, there's no snow for this thing, so it'd be kind of like, I don't really care about this thing anymore. I can break it all I want. I want to keep this one in good shape because I haven't ridden it, and hopefully I'll be able to actually try it out sometime next year. But this thing, I don't know, we can, you know, beat the hell out of it, and it'll stay running. It'll last for more. So that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Yeah. Take care. Have fun. And I guess hopefully we'll see you in the next video.